let me thank each and every one of you for coming today. Those of you that oppose, those of you that support, and those of you that just want to understand what's going on. Usually I say to my members that, today is not a day that we should use heavy-handed words. But members, today is a day that we should use heavy-handed words. Homelessness is not one of the big issues in the city of LA. It is the issue. It is sad. It is sad to see individuals sleeping on the street. It is a shame to see people sleeping in cars. But in my opinion, members, it is not a crime to be poor, and we shouldn't treat people like they're criminals because they don't have any money. Because that's not going to take them off the street. We have tried to police our way out of this issue. We have moved people from block to block, and that has not worked. It is time for us to truly be the city of angels, Los Angeles, the city of angels, and reach into our inner angels and take these people off the street and try to provide them with a second opportunity at life. That is our job. Let me tell you this. In order to get blessings from God, we have to give blessings, members. In order to get blessings, we have to give blessings. It is a, guys, listen, you had your opportunity. I did not interrupt one speaker. Just give me my few minutes. This is an urgent situation. This is an emergency. This is a crisis. When we all go home tonight, we'll curl up in our beds and we will sleep safely, believing that if the Lord wills it, we're going to wake up tomorrow morning. But what I submit to you, members, and all of the people that are here today, that there will be a young mother who sleeps in a doorway tonight. She's going to sleep with one eye open because she's got to keep one eye on her child to make sure that she's not robbed or that she's not raped. That as we sleep in our beds, and I tell you, I have never appreciated sleeping in my bed like I appreciate sleeping in my bed now. But there are individuals that are going to sleep on a concrete sidewalk, a concrete mattress, not knowing that they're suffering from high blood pressure or diabetes, something where if we had them in a bridge housing, we could provide them life-extending, life-saving medications. There will be individuals tonight that are going to sleep in the most valuable asset they own, which is their car. 4, 5, 6 paychecks away from being able to rent a room. And those are the people that we must fight for today. But I want to explain why we are here today. With today's vote, I don't want anyone to get the impression that the day after the 4th of July, we're going to be digging up ground throughout the city of LA, building shelters. This is the beginning of the process, the normal beginning of the process. We are going to be sending out representatives from the city of LA that will meet with the LA Homeless Authority to understand what services providers are going to provide at our shelters. Our engineering people are going to go out to these lots, and they're going to measure it, and they're going to make sure, or try to make sure, if the slope is correct, how they're going to hook up to electricity, how they're going to hook up to water, if the setbacks are right. Our engineers and architects will then begin to sketch renderings so that we will get a feel what these things are going to look like. This is what we are voting on today. This is what we said we were going to vote on when we first began this process. This is the beginning. What I believe is going to be a fast process, but the beginning of the process. This is not the end. Members, the motion that I introduced, or the amendment that I introduced today, will make adjustments that I hope will satisfy some of our opposition. And we will find out. But I submit to you that leadership is about taking people places sometimes where they do not think they want to go. Where it relates to hearings, when all of this information comes back within the next couple of months, what this amendment does, what it says in the preamble, is that there will be workshops, community meetings, where individuals will come in, they can see our plans, see what it is we want to do. I'll be there to answer questions. So where it relates to a public hearing process, yes, that is going to occur. The one thing that I do want to make crystal clear is that this does not slow down the process. So any publication, any media that said the mayor's plans, the council plans are on hold, that's not true. It is just not. We are doing exactly today what we said we were going to do in May. The difference is we're going to review 2 sites in the Koreatown area. And the reason why the Koreatown area was selected, and you heard a lot of people from the area today, the reason why Koreatown was selected is because they have a high number of people that are on the streets. Now, other people talked about other parts of the district that I represent. In this amendment, I address those issues. When you go in the southern portion of my district, which abuts with Mr. Harris Dawson's district, one of the biggest problems that we have are individuals that sleep in cars. So this amendment directs the city to work with the religious leaders in the southern portion of the district and city department heads to find safe parking locations in the southern part of our district so we can get people out of cars or take them and their cars to a safe location. The other big amendment, members, that is in the amendment submitted today, and I want everybody to hear it. I am directing the city staff to go to a facility that is located on Western Boulevard, in between Venice and Washington, and survey and assess and evaluate if this parking lot can accommodate an actual facility where we can have homeless stay there 24 hours. This parking lot is not across the street from the district office where I work every day. This parking lot is not next door to the office where I work every day. It is in my parking lot. I will work and live with people who have lived on the street. If it is feasible, I'm going to bring them to my parking lot, because I don't want anybody to ever suggest that I wouldn't make sacrifices that I'm asking them to make. I am asking for the people of this city to say, we are sick and we are tired of people sleeping on the streets. Good people, do you know what's happening here in LA? We are driving past, oh my God, we are driving past homeless people and we are not seeing them. When that happens, that is the end of our humanity. The end of our humanity, and that we cannot do. We as a people in Los Angeles must rise up like a tidal wave of hope, and say enough is enough. And for the next 3 years, we're going to do everything within our power, as if we have joined the service, to try to get people off the streets and into safe, secure housing. That is our responsibility. I have been in meetings on this issue every day since it was announced. Every day. I have served the Koreatown area since 1987 in one capacity or another. And I don't like it, I love it. They are the greatest people on this earth, the salt of this earth. They will give you the shirt on their back. I believe, as you can see, support is growing. With more dialogue, that we will get more support, because that's who they are. God-fearing, religious people that are fair. What I have to do is make sure that I communicate with them so that they understand exactly what is going on. Most of what they requested today is incorporated in the amendment that I introduced today. So members, I am so sorry if you are feeling any additional grief. But I am so glad that I stand before you, because I am determined. This council, I believe, is determined to do everything within our power to try to make this situation right. And I ask each and every one of you to vote yes with me today, so that we can all become part of a positive army. We can no longer address this homeless issue by nibbling around the edges. We must take it head on. Win or lose, we need to fight this fight like our lives depend upon it. So again, I want to thank everybody who's here, opposed, support, trying to understand, and indicate to each and every one of you, we cannot lose this battle. This is a fight for humanity. This is a fight to take children off the street and let them have a good night's sleep, because maybe one of them is that special kid that's going to invent a cure for cancer, or that special kid that is going to be the next generational leader. So this council and myself personally have a long track record in trying to take the lead on the homeless issues. Members, with this vote today, we take another big step forward. This is not a retreat. This is not a hold. This is not a stall. This is a move forward, and with respect, I request your aye vote. Thank you.
Well said, Hood.